Hi Libra, welcome to your 2021 Astro Spread. I pulled a Queen of the Moon Oracle card for each month in 2021. We're going to start with January, and what I've been doing on the previous videos that I've made, and I'm doing them in order, starting with Aries and so on. But with you, in Virgo, I was called to do something a little different. And with you all, I'm being called to do something a little different. So I think for some clarity on each of the cards, I'm going to pull some runes, and we'll see what they come up with for each month, okay? Now, I have a bag of runes here. My daughter had got me these, and these are lapis lazuli, I believe, runes. They kind of look like soapstone, though. And I had asked the guy at the shop, I said, you know, are these soapstone? And he assured me they were lapis lazuli. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a mixture. But, you know, if you're familiar with the stones. But I also had made up some cards, some rune cards. So I thought maybe for the first half of the month, I'd pull the stones. And the second half, I'd shuffle the cards. Okay, to see what we get, just to kind of shake things up and be different. And again, I just go by my spirit and what it calls me to do. So let's start out with January for Libra 2021. All right, so we have release. So this card is telling me that in January, it's time to release anything from 2020 or previous to that. It's time to release all negative thoughts, all negative thinking, all negative habits, patterns, old belief systems, anything that doesn't serve you any longer, okay? And this card is 27, so I feel like you Libras have been working on that, and I feel like by the 27th of January, it's now the 31st, but I feel like you have done a lot of releasing, and maybe some of you finished that up on the 27th of January, or maybe that was an important day for you. So let's see what the runes have to say when we pull from these. And I don't know if you can see, I'll pull it down, but we'll see what we get. All right, so the first one that I see, this is Ingwaz right here. And this, I don't know, let me see, will it focus? Okay, it's called Ingwaz, and it's about inner strength, grounding, and security, okay? So whatever you need to release, you know, you have the inner strength to do so, and you have, you know, get yourself grounded and know that you are secure, okay? Let's see what else we have. Okay, we have, and give me just a moment to look at these. Okay, Radho. This is a rune about travel. So perhaps you're going to be doing some traveling or in the near future, or possibly even this month. This is about change. This is about destiny. It's about relocation and a journey, okay? So I'll put that there. Let's see what else we have. All right, we have Fehu, which is about wealth and fortune, property, prosperity. These are really good. So I feel like you're coming into some money so that you can travel. And also, let me see, you have the inner strength to release and let go of things and to move forward, okay? Now we have one more here, so let me, just give me a second. Okay, now this is Wonju. However, it is in the reverse. It is upside down, so, and I do read reversals. So this is about joy, glory, achievement, and romance. So maybe in the month of January, there were some stoppage. You had to move away from that for a while. But, you know, it's just temporary energy. It's just for the month. But maybe some of you experienced that. But that can turn around. You know, you are moving forward. You have other really good runes here. The wealth and prosperity. Redo travel. And then, let's see, Ingwas, which is strength. Inner strength, grounding, security. So I do feel like these are all good. And again, this is one Joe, and this means joy, glory, achievement, and of course, romance. So release the old, what no longer serves you, so that you can move forward, and you do have the strength to do so. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna put these back in the bag. Yeah, typically I would just leave them out if I was just pulling one for you, but I think I'm going to leave those in the bag there. Put them back so we can see if they need to come out again for different months. Okay? Let's shake those up. All right. So that's what we have for January, is to release so that you can move forward. All right. February, we have surrender. So definitely surrendering to the light, surrendering to your higher power, your higher self. Surrender your thoughts, your wishes, anything that you need to release that doesn't serve you, you know, negative thoughts. But also surrender, I feel like surrender everything, you know, whatever expectations, whatever you want, just surrender that and put that out into the universe. Hand it over to your higher self. And just for some clarity, let's get into these runes. Whoops, one just drops. Okay. I feel like that one wants to come out. I don't know if I'm going to pull one. Maybe I'll just pull one for each. Well, these two as well. Okay. So again, we have Redo, which is travel. Maybe you're having to surrender to moving on and, you know, moving forward. We have Bracana, which is all about new beginnings, new starts, the birthing of something. And it can be about beauty and prosperity as well. And then we have leadership, truth, wisdom. So, and this is on Zeus, right here. So, that is what we have, you know, that you need to give into and surrender to new beginnings and moving forward and, you know, leadership and showing how it's done. Surrendering to the truth and using your wisdom. Okay, and that's all, you know, what we have for February, which we are coming into tomorrow. So make that your focus of February 2021. Okay, now let's move to March. We have self-reflection. Okay, and this is a card about looking at where you've been, where you've come from, you know, and really digging deep and dealing with those emotions. You know, you'll still be able to breathe in, but this is going to give you a more well-rounded view of yourself and see what you need to work on in order to, you know, stay afloat and to really come into a better being or version of yourself. Now, let's see, we'll pull some stones for that, for self-reflection. I was going to do one, but I keep changing my mind. I'm trying to get clarity here on spirit. And this is a bunch, but we're going to take them. Okay, this is Laguz. This is all about water and our emotions. So it doesn't surprise me this came out with the self-reflection card. Laguz is about going with the flow. You know, just going with our emotions, going with the new, traveling, moving forward. Let's see, and I feel you will have the wealth and the prosperity to do so, to move or to relocate, whatever Spirit is calling you to do. Okay. Yeah, you definitely will have the funds to do so. All right, let me just look at these others and see what we have. Give me just a moment so I can get an idea. All right, so we definitely have fertility, new beginnings, Pertho, and we have, again, just give me a moment because, okay, so Thursaz. So we do have some issues with moving forward, which is some adversity and some conflicts. Maybe about where you're going. Maybe the people in your life don't want you to move on or relocate, and that's causing some conflicts. But you know what? The self-reflection card is all about you doing what's best for you and not listening to others, because, you know, that can cause self-conflict within yourself. Now, let's see. We have... you have a turning point, and there will be a confrontation, and now there could be the death of something in your life, whether it be your old ways or you know, it could be a relationship that needs to end so that you can move forward into this new beginning. But definitely a turning point, and that is with Iwas here. Okay, and then we have let me just get, okay, yes, it's not going to be easy in doing this, and you could be self-reflecting over the past and the hardships and conflicts that you've had. But for some of you in March, and this is the card of March, doing the self-reflecting, you know, you know, life is such, in Libra is the scales of the balance. And there's good and there's bad. There's yin and there's yang. There's dark and there's light. So there may be some things that you have to give up in order to move forward. But the new will bring you into positive new things that will be so much more better and balanced for you and the new you. So, you know, just go with the changes. I know that's not always easy to do, but it will be important for your growth, and I think you will be so glad that you did it. Change, you know, of course, is never easy, but it is bringing you more positive things and things more suited for who you are today. Okay, so that was for March, self-reflection. Now let's let me shake these guys up here. Hang on one second. Okay, so we are moving on to, let's see, this is January, February, March, April. We have peace. Okay, so that self-reflection, that releasing, surrendering, and self-reflection is bringing you to inner peace. All right, and it's such a beautiful progression of cards here. You know, it's just step by step by step each month. You know, one thing a month. And I love to see that. All right, let me pull some runes for this piece. And we'll see what wants to come out. Could be one, could be two, could be three, could be a handful. Okay. All right. So let's see. Again, we have radio travel. It may not be easy. There may be some travel plans that are canceled in the month of April. Let me see. I'm looking, but you know, hang on. I'm checking out these runes here. There will be some conflicts, but there will be change. There will be motion. There will be transportation. Maybe some of you, I'd say 50% of you are going to have issues with your car in April, or, but it will lead you to something better. You know, it really will. Whether you have to walk say to work, it's going to bring, that's going to give you peace. That's going to give you that time you need to sort your thoughts while you're walking. You know what I'm saying? So there's always some kind of balance to this in life. And, you know, use your truth and your wisdom and your leadership. Okay, then we have the weird stone, which is just a blank stone. There's nothing on it. And that's all about, that's kind of a wild card. And that's about, there, you know, something will just come out of the blue, unexpected, that is a blessing. And something that will be helpful to you. Okay, and then we have fertility, new beginnings, Pertho. And we have, oh, you're protected. We have Algiz. And that is the rune of success. And you have support from spirit or help around you, earth angels. And that's a shield. So that's a beautiful combination. So any conflicts that you might encounter, or delay in plans, or stoppage of plans, you know, don't worry, because everything's going to be worked out for the best. All right. And that is going to bring you inner peace. So let's go to, what do we have next? We have January, February, April, March, and May. Okay, the void. This is about darkness. I do feel like at this time you are going inside yourself. This is the dark moon, right? Like the day before the new moon. And this is all about, this is like a clean slate. This is like absolutely, it's the void. There's nothing there. You can make it positive or negative. It's your choice. And this is all about, you know, that just that clean slate. So be very careful in the month of May in your thoughts and what you are wanting to plan for May or the future. Okay, really, you know, sleep on it. Take your time in deciding what it is that you really want and get clear with that. Also pay attention to your dreams in the month of May, because that's going to lead you, you know, along your journey. And, you know, I'd say mainly your dreams at night, but also in the daytime. And also maybe uptake your meditation time, okay? Because I feel like that's going to be helpful. Now we'll just see what the runes have to say about the void. Okay, so I have to sometimes look at my cheat sheet here just because all right, so be careful. We have one Joe again, but again it's in the reverse position, so just, you know, make sure you're aware of when you're down on yourself or feeling down on your luck. You know, you can turn that around. And because one Joe is the stone, and it's this stone right here. Let me see if I can put that up. Okay, upright, it looks like this, like a P, kind of, or a line with a triangle on the side there, but it's in the reverse. So, in the upright, it means joy, glory, achievement, romance. Now, when it's in the reverse, you know, obviously it's the opposite of those things, but I just feel like that can be your negative thinking. You have to watch that. Remember, in the void, you can create, it's a clean slate. So make sure that you're thinking positively in May, so that that will, you will manifest something good, you know, and not something from, you want to manifest from a place of love and good, positive, happy thoughts. You don't want the negative. You don't want to manifest from a place of fear. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we do have Pertho, which is new beginnings, fertility. Okay, oops, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, And then we have here Manaz. No, I'm sorry. This is Iwaz. Sometimes the runes are hard to tell but okay, so this is Iwaz. This is, again, transportation, motion, change. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It looks like an M, and it's called Iwaz. And so this is definitely, you know, movement forward, but are you going to move forward in fear or in love? That is your choice in May, okay? Again, we have the weird, which is just a plain stone with nothing on it. So this is, again, the wild card, the wild stone. You know, anything could happen. Which way is it going to go? It's really up to you. But this can also be the unexpected, but in a good way. I feel. I always look at that as a positive stone, the wild card. And then we have Berkana, which again is good luck. It is new beginnings, birth of something. It's beauty, it's prosperity. Okay, Berkana. And then we have Vehu. Now this is in the reverse position, which is wealth, property, but you can turn that around. You know, this whole month of May is up to you. You have really good stones. You just have to manifest that clean slate from a place of love and not fear. Okay? So that is May. Now let us move to June and see what we have for that. Okay, let me shake these up a little bit. All right. So June, we have growth. So I do feel like in May, you've really, you know, come to that conclusion after this releasing, the surrendering, the self-reflection, and just sitting in peace for April, and then going through the May. That darkness is going to bring you growth. Okay, lots and lots of growth to create your own new world. Okay, one that is more fitting to who you are today and where you are going. And that is the number 5. And 5 is the number of challenge, you know, change. You know, and change can be challenging. Growing pains are not easy, but it's a beautiful thing because it brings us into such beautiful places and new things. Okay, so we have surprise, change of direction, it can be restrictions, but this is not this, or not this. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so there could be a surprise in June. We are in the month of June. We have Reho again, travel. So lots of travel I'm seeing, or movement, change. And again, this is definitely kind of iterates or confirms this change of direction. Okay. And then, let me see, we have Thursaz, which is in, that can be about adversity or conflicts. So, you know, you just have to be careful. And I feel like that's with yourself in the month of June. But a lot of people around you, whoever's in your life, may not like or appreciate the changes as well, you know. So, excuse me for 1 minute. Okay. So, it could be, you know, that you just, it could be you that you're dealing with, but it could also be your relationships. All right, let's move on. Then we have Lagoose, which is the flow, going with the flow. It's our water, it's our emotions, just really just trying to go with the flow. And that's all you can do when you're, you know, going through those growing pains and such. And again, this is for the month of June. And then we have Manaz again. And that is about transportation, motion, and change. So maybe some of you, you know, are getting a car, or maybe some of you are having issues with your car and will have to take other kinds of transportation. But a lot of change, a lot of motion, a lot of movement forward, a lot of, you know, can be relocation for a lot of you. All right. So that was for June. And now let's go on to the month of July. And I think with July, I'm going to use the rune cards that I made. Okay? Just to change things up. It's always fun to do that. All right. So for July, we have beginnings. Okay, so here, you know, again, your growth is moving into July and new beginnings for you. And 2, that's, you know, an equal number, a balanced number. And I feel like new partnerships, new places, you know, could be a new job for some of you. I might even pull a tarot card on that just to see what the beginning is about. Yeah, I think I will. But let's pull the rune and see which one. Okay, so we have Hagalas. So I feel like at some point, either in May or June, there will be like a tower moment, like in the tarot, you know. There can be things out of our control, which is going to bring this beginning. However, it all works out for the best for us. It's going to move you into a better place. Okay, and I'm going to pull some tarot on that just to see. Let's see what this growth is about. Okay, the growth is the 3 of Cups, which can be about celebrations. It can also be about third parties. And yeah, so there may have been some issues. The 7 of Swords. This is about someone, you know, being deceptive or taking something or stealing from you. So that is going to be possibly that tower moment from the Hagalas that we get that could cause, you know, that tower moment. But you've learned a lot from this, and it has brought a lot of growth. Now let's see where your new beginnings are taking you. Okay, yeah, and that is about home, and I do feel like there is a new home for you in July of 2021. You know, something that you'll be much happier with. And let's see, yeah, I feel like you definitely are going to be moving. We have the 6 of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So if you were, say, you know, kicked out or leaving a home, you will be moving on to a better place, a better home, something that is going to be more right for you and bring you growth, new beginnings. And I am going to pull another, let's see what it is for that new beginning. And remember, you know, change is not always easy. Just stand true to yourself, okay? Stay true to yourself, and you will have a new beginning. It will be a passionate, fresh, new start. One that will take you out of any nightmare situation. Something that's more balanced emotionally for you. And you have the inner strength to do this. But it will be something new. But it will be something that will balance your emotions. Okay? Yeah. So just always stay inward. You know, balance is coming. And it will be here. And I even feel like a new job opportunity. So, let me pull one more of the rune cards for the month of July. Let's see what we get. Okay, yeah, Berkana. So, this is be prepared, family, and home. Okay? So, definitely a new home for you in July. after, you know, what you have been through. It's not going to be easy. You know, I'm saying the month of May or June. But, you know, the reason why we do tarot and oracle cards is so that we can be prepared and armed with knowledge and know what energies are out there for the collective Libra group, so that we can make changes either in our perspective, or we can get a head start on, you know, manifesting something new and more positive for us. So let's move on to the month of August. And we have blossoming. Okay, so this new place that you're going to, I feel like it's going to be just beautiful. You are going to get so much growth there. I mean, like, you know, it's just going to be beautiful. You know, maybe it's a city where there's music, a lot of music, but definitely a lot of growth, something beautiful and fantastical. I really see good in this card. Let me see what the room card says. Blossoming here. Okay, Uruz, and you have the strength. Okay, you have the home. You have love, health, change. You have a forceful masculine archetype in your life, whether he's behind the scenes, or this is Uruz, and that will be helping you. Could be a father figure, okay? Or it could just be your masculine side coming out very strongly and to move you forward. All right, so this was August. Now we'll move on to September, and we have darkness. And however, in the darkness card, we have that rabbit, and that rabbit is fast movement, and it's also birth of something new. So even though to me this card is saying that it is the unexpected and the unknown ahead of you, but not to worry, because always in darkness it brings light. Okay, we will have that light, and you are growing spiritually. I definitely feel that darkness is not a bad thing. It's actually can be quite good, quite enlightening. It sharpens our eyesight. It sharpens our third eye and our spiritual sight. And okay, so we have Tawaz. And Tawaz, it looks like an arrow pointing upward, and it is Tyr, the sky god. To be successful in competition, very motivated, finding the spiritual self. Yeah. Just like I said, it's definitely you are finding your spiritual self in that darkness. And I do feel like Tyr, the sky god, will definitely be with you. And it's funny because the sky god is about air, and you are an air sign. So, just follow that inner light, and in order to find your way through the dark, and you will be successful in any competition, and you'll be very motivated because you will have that spiritual sight to see through the dark, and not everyone does, right? Okay, so let's see what we have next for, let's see, that was, I think, August. So September, is that right? Oh, well, what are we on? I forgot. That might have been, okay, Jan, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, we're on October, and this is your birthday month. You have the will. You have your willpower. You are in touch with your inside and the universe inside of you. You know what you want. You're going after it. You have the will to do so. You've been through all the cycles of the moon, and you're in this progression. You're right in the middle here in October. So, it's been a nice progression for you. And you have that darkness inside you, which is good, because you also have that light, that inner light, and the knowingness, and you can see. So let's see what's October Okay, we have two. Oh, they're wonderful. So Willow is the sun, okay? And that's about wholeness and path to awareness and healing. And Radho, journey. This could be an inward journey of your soul, which the sun is the soul. Journey of physical world or journey of your soul to heal, okay? And I feel like, too, you may be healing others as well. But we always have to heal ourselves first. And with the sun brings healing, okay, and brightness. So out of the dark, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you are now using your will to really move forward. Okay, so that's October. November, we have nourishment. Make sure that your diet is on point and you're eating the right things for you. But I feel like it's more a nourishment of your soul. Make sure you're careful on who you hang around and any self-critical talk that you say to yourself. You know, nourish yourself with good thoughts, positive thoughts, happy thoughts. You know, and whatever you put into your mind, body, and spirit, right? Now, let's pull a rune card for that. Let's see what we get. And, okay, we have Berkana. And that's about birth, the birth process. To be prepared, family, and home. And nourish that. Nourish your home life. You know, make it beautiful. Plant flowers. Garden. Bring flowers inside your house. Whoever is living with you, you know, nourish. Do so with love and joy and happiness and tenderness. Okay? Now we'll move on to, I feel like this is a number 7 card. So I feel like you are really, really having a spiritual nourishment, and you are also nourishing others with your spirituality as well. But December, the last month of the year, is resilience. So you have been very resilient, Libra. Just, you know, you do have that resilience and resourcefulness to always move forward and carry on, because you are the yin and the yang of the zodiac, and you are, you know, or one of them. You know, and there's always going to be, you know, a heavy load that we have to carry on our back. Not always, but 2 + 1 is 3, and this is 21. So 3 is, you know, typically going to be something on your back. It could be anything, you know. It could be a child, or, you know, a pet, or a job, or some kind of situation, if it's not another person. So, but you are resilient and you move forward. And we have Thurzaz for that. And this is kind of like the P, but it is, the flag is in the middle, like half mast. So this is seeing the future, opening the door, luck, protection. You will see the truth. Thurzaz, for all that hard work that you've done, it will pay off. Persistence pays off for sure. So that is a wonderful 2021 for you, Libra, and I hope it's, you know, really great. I hope this was helpful to you and that you can use some of this information, and have a great year, and see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.